Welcome back, everyone. This is Zach with my guest.
Yeah, it's Mario, of course. I'm going to introduce myself in every single video from this point, Zach.
Oh, God, please don't.
This happened.
This happened. Just accept
Oh, man.
it.
Let me tell you, man, the Force is extra strong with me.
Extra strong?
Extra strong, man. With extra cheese and everything. It's real good up
Animal
in here,
style?
Man. Oh, yes. Animal style, of course.
You are Chewbacca.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible zoo thing. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Now, everybody, we are going to be talking about, if you've been living under a rock, the Star Wars Last Jedi trailer. We're a bit late to the game, but I feel like we are gonna be providing some good tidbits, some good deliciousness. Don't you believe, Zach?
It's gonna be delicious.
Oh yes.
Take it all in.
Okay, enough of that. So anyways, cue the review. Zach, the first thing I want to jump off to is some of the similarities I saw from this trailer to Force Awakens. Now, we start, of course, with both Finn and Rey abruptly gasping for air. You know, we had Finn do it in Force Awakens. Now it's Rey's turn. It just looks like they're both very stressed out and tired. You know, acting in these movies could be very overwhelming. I would understand. I'd be gasping for air like that too. And then we also see, instead of Vader's mask being destroyed, we see Kylo Ren's mask with a little bit of smokiness. It looks like either it was part of a dump or somebody hit it with a lightsaber. And then we also see instead of X-Wings, the new or some variation on the V-Wing, which they're just going on into the horizon, approaching what I believe are some form of AT-ATs or some walker while they're farting red. And you also see all these whispers and subliminal messages. I don't know, man. One of these trailers, they're going to do the same thing, and they're going to be saying apply for the army or buy McDonald's or something.
Yeah, right. I guess I looked into this, actually, and the AT-AT scene with the walkers, that's supposed to be a mining community, and those are mining vessels, and that's all red dust coming up. So I thought that was interesting, looking up that. But yeah, going back to just how everything's kind of matching, I had to take a second look. I thought there was
you had to conduct some research.
I had to conduct some research. I was watching the trailer, and as soon as it started, I'm like, wait, isn't this The Force Awakens? And I had to go back, and I'm like, no, this is the teaser trailer. Okay, let's keep on going. And the similarities are just, I see what they were doing, but I really hope they're not gonna match everything with The Force Awakens, because, as you know, I wasn't a big fan of The Force Awakens. I liked where they're going. It's definitely different, and I know everything that they had to do with introducing all the old characters had to be done.
They had to pass on the torch to the new one.
Yeah, and it
totally makes sense. I would hate to have J.J. Abrams' job on the filming of that.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised he took that up. He's just holding the script like, oh God,
yes.
Why am I doing this?
A very shitty tightrope he had to go through. But you also have to see this from a point of marketing. Of course, artistic value be damned. But he had to, fulfill the needs of both the new fans and the older fans who kept up with this series. So he had to bring in a lot of those aspects to the point that I do think he overdid it. While I don't hate the movie, it is not at all original because it feels like A New Hope 2.0. Now, while we're in the topic of comparisons, I have a really strong vibe that they're going to pull an Empire Strikes Back 2.0 on this, man. Because we already have walkers from some variation and a bunch of ships, like I said, going at them. Rey will be giving some kind of revelation as to who she is, or some kind of familial identity. I can't talk today. But yes, you do see a lot of similarities in how she's also going to be trained by Luke, and you see all these similarities between almost like now Luke taking the place of Yoda. And I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that Yoda will appear as a Force ghost. I hope they don't, because I want to move as far away as we can now.
Yeah.
Get it. You already did your original movies ass kissing in the first one. I want something new here.
Definitely. And then the other theory I saw regarding the first shot where she's coming out of that cave and she's all sweaty is a flashback to when Luke had
She got it on, man.
And she got it on, you know, whatever happens in that cave. Yoda got dirty. But no, the fan theory is that cave is Luke creating the cave that he had to go through with Yoda. You remember where he had to face Vader, and I think she had to kind of go through the same thing. And we'll see what kind of similarities pop through. You know, I really hope there's a more dynamic relationship between her and Luke, and it doesn't really focus a lot on Kylo, because I am not big. I am not happy with this Kylo character at all. He could have been much more vicious.
You can't look past all the temper tantrums and the bitching and the wannabe Vader stuff. You can't look past that?
I can't. It's just so painful to me. What's his face that plays Kylo is just
Adam Driver.
I can't get past his performance.
Or the new and improved Napoleon Dynamite.
You're basically handing Napoleon Dynamite a broomstick and expecting, like, a masterpiece.
I'm just imagining the 70s music in the background, but he's just wearing a Kylo Ren costume.
Like, granted, he's a good actor. I've seen his past other work and everything, but for looking for a vicious Sith Lord, you chose the dopiest character. I'm sorry, but just it does not work. So I really hope it doesn't focus on that. Also, I love his little Anakin scar. Did you notice that on his eye?
Yes, I did. They're doing a lot of throwbacks, not just to the originals, but also the prequels. And I honestly see no point, because that scar has no weight to it, because we never know how Anakin got that scar. In interviews, they were actually saying that George Lucas just added on for, just the aesthetics of it. He just wanted he wanted that brooding Anakin scar.
I know, I hope they answer that question in the animated series, but even in the animated series, he already has it. I'm like, what? Come on. Yeah. Needed to know, but that's alright. So, what was your feeling about Luke's wonderful line, "The Jedi need to end"?
Oh, man. Dude. This is like, as soon as he says that quote, like, the Jedi had to end, I'm seeing, like, Martin Luther King going, you know what, it's okay. I don't have a dream. That's what I'm seeing. He's going back on everything that he believed in and everything he pursued. And not to say that we didn't see this before. He was always really stubborn-headed when it came to the teachings of the Jedi, and how you even see in the prequels that they're really regimented and stricted and unemotional, basically like modern monks. But in that context, it made me just think of a few theories. Sure, there's the first one you think of, he's lost hope, he's lost his way, he is grieving the loss of Han Solo and everyone around him. He's just, he lost everything with that Jedi temple that you also see burning in that scene with Captain Phasma.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It just looks like we're gonna get more of her instead of just a cameo. But it also connects to his previous code where he's talking to Rey and he says, what do you see? She says, I see the light, the darkness, the balance. It's so much more. So it looks like they're going to add to the already complex context of the balance and the Force, and it just makes you think he maybe discovered something. It is shown in all of the other works that Luke goes out and explores and tries to find the old Jedi temples, the old Jedi scriptures, and just basically figures out that it's all a bunch of bullshit, like the Bible being rewritten over and over and over again. So could he maybe stumbled upon some knowledge where he sees this change and this alteration of what was the Force in Love, the Light, and the Darkness what it was originally, and he just doesn't see any point to it? Is he saying that there is no such thing as balance to the Force, that maybe the world is better off without Jedis? I don't know, man. It's too heavy, man.
It's too heavy. I can definitely see that happening. They definitely made a big focal point about the books that he had left of the old Galactic or the Old Republic and everything. So that's definitely an avenue. There's so many avenues I can take with this. If they do that, I can definitely see her being kind of the push for Luke to be like, no, you got to get back into this. Like, we need to bring back the Jedi, you know. I
don't see that happening, man. That's like somebody going up to your manager. You ain't doing your shit, bro. What are you doing? That's not happening, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They might. I mean, the other thing, I really hope he doesn't go out like Obi-Wan. And this is come at me, bro. Like, I just don't care. I don't care anymore. Just
awkwardly posing while they're fighting and holding their lightsabers like dildos. That's what I'm looking forward to. Wait.
I mean, I also, like, you know, he's just, like, standing at the edge of the cave, and I just want him to be like, the Jedi need to end, and just him just jump off. Just
my old friend. Yeah, well, we're, like, going through that really just downbeat, pessimistic path. If he believes in all of these things, if he doesn't believe that the balance to the Force is possible and that all that he has been following is just bullshit, why train Rey? What would Rey be capable of doing that he is not? Of course, we're going to go with the usual movie cliche, she's the chosen one. But God, no. I don't see the point in that. Well, what can Rey do that Luke has been trying to do almost all his life?
Well, that was like the third avenue that I thought might have happened. And I feel when he said that, he might have kind of found, as you said, something else, and he's not calling it the Jedi anymore. He might have seen this giant flaw in what it meant to be a Jedi, and maybe he's finding this new order. Maybe he's finding this new cult. I don't know what you want to call it, but like...
Drink the Jedi apple juice. There's nothing in it, I promise.
You're feeling sleepy. But no, like, I don't know, maybe he's had all this time to study what it meant to be a Jedi, and he's found this new avenue to kind of find something better and just find something to either get rid of the evil forces, or maybe he's just given up and he's just like, I'm going to teach you everything I know, and then you can regret life as well. Like,
good luck. Just take on an entire fucking army.
Out, you know?
Yeah, man, you know what, I always do like that aspect when a hero is pushed towards the wall, and that's when you really see what somebody is made of, and I just feel that Luke is having that moment. Sure, he's always faced obstacles, but never to the point where he would be the last Jedi, and he is training another, so, I don't know, it definitely looks like like I'm saying, man, I'm getting all these parallels to the fifth movie, but I'm just hoping that they bring in some originality, and I feel that a lot of the originality is gonna come through there. But yes, we've already mentioned a bit of Rey and Luke, but some articles are saying we're gonna get a lot more of Poe Dameron and Finn, which I am very excited for. That is a bromance we've all loved. But yeah, I mean, in this trailer, I'm just looking at Poe just running his ass off trying to get to his X-wing, and that poor bastard, he can't hang on to those badass black X-wings for his life, man.
No,
of course,
he has the worst of luck. What I'm hoping,
I got it waxed.
I'm gonna be really mad. Are you ready for this? If Finn is Cyborg.
Oh, what?
Not like Cyborg, not like Justice League Cyborg.
The racist, Zach. What are you saying?
I like broke all of our viewers, but no, if he becomes some robotic person, because all we see is his head in that shot, and he's in some tank. And he, like, broke his freaking back. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, I feel they're gonna do something where he's part robot.
It's them back to tanks, man. They heal everything. It's like those things on Elysium. That shit's just gone. Okay? But I don't know, in a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, you actually do see him standing, and I don't think they're gonna add special effects because he's not wearing those green mocap suits with the white balls in them, you know, like you have on your face. But it's not like, you know, we're the one thing that I am disappointed is that it doesn't look like we're gonna see a lot of John Boyega in action. It looks like he's gonna be more in the rebellion headquarters and doing all of this kind of stuff, because that's at least where we see a lot of those pictures. And if he is recovering, no matter how well he can recover from a spinal cord injury, it very much I mean, because this takes place right after the first movie. If he heals that quick, that is like pulling some Dark Knight Rises shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the Dark Knight Rises, we should have seen him in a wheelchair. That's probably why Bruce Wayne was flying around so much.
Right. So my back. Oh God. All right, and then another character, other than me mentioning that I hate him, where do you want the Kylo Ren character to go this time in this film?
You know what? Jumping out the point that he is a very, how do you say? Like I said, like he is very much a fanatic. He's obsessed. I almost want him to take on this very much like wild animal kind of scenario, because everything because he was basically a badass only because he was not challenged. It was only until he fought Rey and somebody with the Force that he got literally just knocked down on his ass. I do want him to seem more desperate. I want him to seem more vengeful, and like I said, it's a desperate animal that you have to worry about. And that's what I hope, that we get more savageness, more almost some kind of illogical rage from Kylo Ren. That's what I could see.
You could also go the other way. Like, I definitely agree with, he needs to like stop with like the tantrums. He needs to go full on vicious Sith Lord, just full on animal. Or he needs to calm the fuck down. And I mean, you can be a very cold, calculated, patient Sith Lord. I mean, we saw that with Count Dooku. Just you don't need to like barely move. And you're just wiping the floor.
Darth Vader, dude. That was part of why people were mad at Kylo Ren. I mean, he was different, of course, but he didn't add anything new.
True, but I mean, you can still have both. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely, I would like to see more animal. Definitely, if we're gonna go one of the routes, I definitely hope he just goes full on, just crazy Force, and I don't know. I don't think, I was thinking too, no one can teach him Force lightning, right? Is there anyone left that knows how to do that?
Maybe Snoke, but we haven't done it. We haven't seen him done it. It's possible that Snoke knows it, because I mean, they never say who he is, right? They never reveal his true identity, even though there's like, fan rumors going around. But I mean, that's something that comes with the package, right? You get your red saber, you get all of these random scars, then you learn lightning, Right. Yeah, exactly. So I could see him learning that on his own. I could definitely see that. I'm just hoping that they don't do too much of the training, because in the end of the last movie, Snoke says it's time to continue his training. I don't want to get like, because if we're going to fit this in a 2-hour movie, or how long is it going to be, I don't want to see like a training montage of him running out into the forest, with like Eye of the Tiger in the background and punching trees.
Right, yeah. I mean, if we do any training stuff, I definitely want to see it with Luke, and definitely not with Kylo. I think Kylo needs to already be where he needs to be at, right off the bat. Whenever they introduce him in the movie, he's already there. And if there's any kind of training, it's just kind of to pinpoint little things, But we'll see. But anyways, apart from all that, any other kind of final thoughts or anything?
No, I think we're good. Yeah, that's. I mean, they didn't show us a lot because it is a teaser, so we'll wait for the second. Hopefully, they spoil more.
Right. But until then, this was Q the Review. You can follow us on SoundCloud. We are now on iTunes Podcast as well. Follow us on Facebook. And was there anything else I missed, Mario?
SoundCloud.
Yeah, but definitely follow us on all those. Good night, y'all.
Good night.